fit it and change your socks. Hey!
The Lost Art with Andrew Cox podcast. Marine Corps League and Till Valhalla Project Ambassador. Now streaming on all major podcast platforms. Thanks for tuning in to the podcast that's given a voice to our veterans. The Lost Art with Andrew Cox. Hello, my friends, and welcome back to the Lost Art Podcast, that podcast giving a voice to our veterans. I'm your host, Andrew Cox, and today we're going to have a special guest. But before we get in the episode, are you enjoying the podcast? And make sure you go to the website. That's thelostart.podbean.com. Go check us out. See what we're all about. You can also go get you some cool merchandise and help support us. Get something like this cool shirt. You can get something like that hat right there. Even this mug. And there's also even hoodies. So anyways, just go there. And if there's any way you can help support us in getting our veteran voices out for all to hear, it would be much appreciated. Also, big shout out to the Till Valhalla Project out there doing some amazing things. If you don't know anything about them, go to their website. That's tillvalhallaproject.com. And of course, as always, for you Marines out there, those FMF sailors have gotten out. Well, there's a place for you once you do get out. It's called the Marine Corps League. They're trying to get their numbers up, so go check them out at mcleague.org. Go sign up and just have a blast with all of your friends. Are you a Marine veteran? Are you missing that bond you had on active duty? Then I have a place for you. Join the only congressionally chartered Marine Corps Veteran Service Organization, the Marine Corps League. Get that brother and sisterhood back in your life. Become one of the fewer, the prouder, a Marine Corps League member. All right, we're back. I've got a special guest here. This is Madison. Madison, how are you doing?
Good.
Yeah, and so Madison's here, and because April is the month of the military child. So I thought, who better to tell us about being a military child than a military child, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. You got to talk up a little bit, okay?
Okay.
All right. So Madison, tell us. You have grown up with your daddy in the Marine Corps, and we've traveled all over the place, and you've got to make lots of friends, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where's some what friends do you remember making like at each place? Do you remember how many friends you actually ended up with?
No, but I remember a few names.
You remember a few names? You want to name some of them?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Jalen.
Mm-hmm.
Nikki.
Mm-hmm.
Zoe.
Yeah.
Zanaya.
Yeah. Yeah.
John Scott. Taylor.
Yeah, your sister.
Yeah, and that's all I know.
Okay, but yeah, you've met lots and lots of kids, right?
Yeah.
And what is one of the things that you like about being a military child?
We explore.
You get to go explore different places. Yeah, because we're always going somewhere new.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what's your favorite place?
And you get cool stories.
You do get cool stories. You're right. Do you want to try to tell a cool story?
No.
You don't want to tell a cool story?
I don't know any.
Oh, you just said you get cool stories. Okay. What is your favorite place that you've been to since you've been a military child? What is your favorite place?
Montana.
Montana. Yeah, we got to go there on vacation on leave, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Tell us a little bit about that trip.
We went to Yellowstone.
Yeah, went to Yellowstone.
And my dad got scared of an elk because he thought we were all gonna die.
Yeah, y'all were getting too close to the elk. I didn't like it.
We saw this
buffalo.
No, the things that shoot out of the ground.
Oh, the geysers.
Yeah.
Yeah. We saw Old Faithful. That's the one that's very predictable when it goes off.
We also a few more things I don't think we're in Yellowstone. We saw the world's biggest tree,
Yes.
oldest tree.
Yeah.
We saw, we went to the Grand Canyon and saw a wolf dog, which was very cool.
We did. Somebody at the Grand Canyon, when we were walking around, had a wolf dog.
Yeah.
It was part wolf, and you got to pet it and say hi to it. That was pretty cool, huh?
It was white.
Yeah. Do you remember when we were in Virginia Beach, we went to, there was an event somewhere, but they had actual wolves there, and we got to watch them.
Oh, yeah.
That was
I don't
pretty cool,
remember
huh?
much, but I thought that was somewhere else, not in Virginia.
I think it was Virginia. So what is your favorite thing about being on a military base? Because we've lived on the military base practically the whole time, right?
You're always safe.
You're always safe.
Yeah.
All right, explain that a little bit. Why do you always feel safe?
There's like police at the gate.
Mm-hmm.
There's like almost every house has a Marine member.
A military member, yeah.
Yeah, and then their parents know how to fight.
Their parents know how to fight.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, very much so. Let's talk a little bit about having to move, right? And it's how do you feel when Daddy would come home and say, "Okay, we're gonna have to go to a new place." How did you feel?
Upset, but also excited.
Okay, and why would you be upset?
Because one thing about being a military child and having to move a lot is where when you make friends, you can't like stay with them for like all your life, because then you have to move away often.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's count how many times that you've moved.
I don't know.
So let's count it up. So you were born in North Carolina, and we lived at Camp Lejeune, right? And then we went to Virginia Beach and lived on Fort Story, and Daddy worked on Little Creek. And then we went to Camp Pendleton in California, right?
That's Zanaya.
Yeah, you met Zanaya there.
And then back to Virginia.
Yeah, and then we went back to Virginia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you retired.
And then I retired. And then what happened once Daddy retired? What did we do?
We moved into an RV.
Yeah. Moved in an RV, and what did we do?
Travel.
We traveled a lot, right? Went all over the place. What was your favorite place that we went while we were traveling in the RV?
I can't pinpoint one right on the spot.
You can't pinpoint one on the spot?
No.
That's okay. So let's see. What else do we want to talk about being a military child?
Know.
You don't know?
No.
How difficult is it for you to say goodbye to your friends?
Kinda difficult.
Kinda.
But depends on how close we are, because Scarlett, we didn't even talk and she didn't even know I was moving. Jalen, it's kind of like we wanted to stay, but then we also wanted to move. Then Nikki and Zoe, but Zoe moved first, and then Nikki.
Yeah.
And then Nikki was gonna move shortly after. So yeah.
Yeah, but it's tough. It's hard whenever you're moving around. What is one of the things that you like to be able to do? Because you still talk to those friends, right?
I can call them.
You can call them on the phone, right?
Because I have a phone.
That's right. You got a phone. You can call them. You also play games with them online, right? So that makes it a lot easier for military kids to be able to communicate.
Yeah.
Oh, don't do that, right? Okay. What is something else that we want to talk about with that?
You did this podcast. I have no idea.
Well, we're talking about you and being a military child.
Yeah, but you started this podcast and you said you were going to ask me questions.
I am asking you questions. So, as a military child, what would you want to tell other military kids?
it's kind of hard to leave your friends, but you'll always make new ones, and you get to explore a lot.
Get to see new things, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So it's tough when you do it when you're leaving, but once you get to a new place and you make friends and you get to see new things, it's pretty fun, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you get settled in that place, and then they say, "Hey, it's time to move again." Right?
Mhm.
Yeah. A lot of moving since you've been born, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I only remember like 3 places.
Yeah. You only remember 3 places. Let's see. Out of now you have your sister Taylor, who did not come out. She was too tired and cranky. She didn't want to. Stayed up all night probably, and but you had your sister with you. So what did it mean for you, like, to have your sister when you were going and having to do these things?
Normal.
Felt
I've
normal.
always had my sister.
You've always had your sister, right? Do you think that having your sister with you for when you did all these moves and things, do you think that was made it easier?
Kind of.
Kind of. Yeah. Because you have somebody you can play with no matter what,
Mhm.
visit with, those types of things. Pretty cool, huh?
Mhm.
Okay. So let's talk about the pets that you've gotten over the years.
Yes.
Now,
I know them. I know them. I know them.
okay, let's start talking about our pets. What
So
pets have
first,
you gotten?
the oldest one I remember is Flower and Tigger. They
Flower
were
and
with
Tigger.
me ever since I was born.
What were they?
Shih Tzus,
Shih Tzus.
and they were. Flower was protective of me,
Yes.
and next was a lizard.
Yeah.
Like 2, I don't know what happened to one, but we kept getting lizards, like 3 at most.
Baby lizards.
One, I don't know what happened. 2, my sister thought it was a good idea to play hide and seek with it outside.
I bet you it won. Did
Yeah.
it win? Yeah, it ran off.
And then next was Spicy Pepper, Tuck,
What was Spicy Pepper?
a bearded dragon. Spicy Pepper was a
Okay.
bearded dragon.
Yeah.
Tuck, a turtle, and then Acorn, a hedgehog that I tried to name it Pinecone, but I named it Acorn.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And
So
then you also had 2 bunnies at one point.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna tell you about that next. So
Okay.
then the lizard lived a happy life. Actually stayed in the RV and then like lived
Lived a long time, huh?
mhm. Then the Tuck, someone decided it was a good idea to let it stay in the backyard.
That was not me.
Yes, it was. And then escaped. Our neighbor saw it. We couldn't find it in the woods.
Yeah, it escaped
Next
and ran off. Huh?
is the hedgehog. I don't remember how it died.
I don't know either. But I know it did.
Hamsters. We had like 4, 8.
Yeah, we did have a lot of hamsters.
Yeah, so we had 2. I think they died.
Yeah, they died. Yeah.
They died. 2 more. Then they
lived a long time too. The last 2.
Yeah, but only
What happened to the one? It got out. Remember?
And then it kept
And
getting.
then it got stuck in.
No.
Oh,
Then
sorry.
it kept getting stuck in mouse traps, and then it only had one leg when it passed. And
But it
like
lived
one
longer than the
ear
other.
ripped off.
It lived longer than the other one did.
Then the next one, mine, it died from cancer.
It had a big tumor on it.
Yeah. And no one thought it was a good idea to take it to the vet.
Yeah.
It's a hamster. It needs the vet.
Yeah.
You can't do surgery on it. Okay, so that next is our bunnies.
Talk to them about the bunnies. Look, you can see how many people are watching.
I know.
It says 2. You should ask them to write a comment or ask you a question.
Write a comment. Okay, so the next is our bunnies. One was a black and white one. We got these both from our friend. They were so cute. So then we got a black and white one, Oreo. It was so cute. I still remember it. Then Pom Pom Pepsi, my sister's. Then Pom Pom Pepsi didn't. What was Pom Pom Pepsi? They just left. Okay, so Pom Pom Pepsi. Like, I don't know. Pom Pom Pepsi was like another bunny.
Pump on Pepsi.
My sister named it. Okay, then.
Yeah.
Oh, then my dad got allergic somehow. He's allergic to all things with fur, and hay,
Yeah.
and silicone or anything. He's allergic
I
to
don't know
almost
about
anything considering
No.
pets. And then, so then we had to get rid of them. But
Where
then
did the 2 rabbits go? Where did
back
we take
to a
them?
farm, and then
took
they
them back to the
died.
farm. Well, we don't know
Okay,
that. I'm sure
then-
they did eventually.
Well then, what's the next animal? Typhoon Dan?
Yeah, we got Typhoon and Dan, which are what?
Bulldogs.
What
Dan is a
kind?
French.
Yeah.
Typhoon's English, and
Yeah.
then they one is brown, one is white, and then
Black and white.
yeah. And then we're having a future dog.
What did Mama tell you when you turn 13? What can happen?
Hi, Sheila.
Oh, hello, Sheila.
So my mom said whenever we turn 13, we can get any animal we want. So I'm choosing a German Shepherd. I've been wanting this most of the year. So I've wanted a German Shepherd, and I want it because I want to be able to train it easily, and it's cuddly, and it's more easy to take care of it than a border collie, because border collies, you have to like make them run next to your car, and it's hard
Okay.
because they have a lot of energy, and they are herding dogs, not home dogs. So yeah,
Look, she said hello.
I know. Hi. I said hi earlier.
Yeah, you did. Well, if you have any questions for Madison, you can ask her questions. So we've been talking about her being a military child. So if you have questions, you can. She said, "Laugh out loud." Good point.
I know. I can read.
I know. You can read. Okay, so think about it. Let's see. What other animals did you have? Was there any others? Oh yeah, there's 2 more. You're forgetting them.
What?
Oh man.
Typhoon.
There's a certain auntie that brought you something. Do you remember that? I bet Auntie Sheila knows.
Oh, 2 cats. Oh, hold up.
So what happened with the first one?
First one, Auntie Sheila brought her. She was so cute. She was extremely malnourished. She had ticks. Half her fur was coming off. She loved cuddling, so she was so cute. And then but her foot, we learned later on that her foot was underdeveloped, so it couldn't grow completely. So then but then as she got older, she hated cuddles.
She what?
She hated cuddles.
Hated cuddles.
And then
right?
our next cat, if you ever want a stray cat, come to Oklahoma, by the way. Okay,
Yeah,
so
they're everywhere.
next at the RV park, like again, same place.
Yeah.
The cat came out of nowhere. Just jumped on my dad's lap, and I was like,
yeah, it jumped on my lap. I was playing guitar by the fire, and something brushed my leg, and then jumped up in my lap, and then just on my shoulder and all over the place, and it was super cuddly.
Here, I have a picture.
And so yeah, we ended up with 2 cats as well. So right now we have 2 dogs, Typhoon and Dan.
So this is the cat.
There's the
That's
cat. Okay,
the
you gotta give
first-
them time to see it.
I gave them time to see it. Wow.
All right.
And then this one, Oreo, my favorite. Honestly, I don't pick favorites, but still.
She doesn't pick favorites.
Look at it.
Oh no.
And then, yeah. And then this is another cat that we also got, but it was actually owned, so I was very sad.
Yeah, so we saw it in the RV lot, and we it followed us home, so we took it, and then somebody was looking for it later, right?
Yeah, I wanted it.
Yeah, it was a pretty cat.
And then this is my grandma's cat.
Yeah.
So then also the next cat. Is there any more
She
animals?
said they are cute.
Yeah.
You gotta tell her to say thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
What about the next?
What do you mean?
Or are there any
I think
more
that's all the animals.
Okay, so my future dog. I'm probably gonna get a boy. I'm gonna name it Bear or Chase, and I'll train it to jump like those fence things. I'll train it to jump those, and then it will also be able to go on adventures with me, be able to run, do basic training, so stuff like that.
Yeah, very cool.
And I'm
Well,
gonna train it early, so I'm gonna train it like heel instead of just
Yeah.
letting my dad just let them do whatever they want, like Typhoon Dan.
hmm
Because
Yeah.
Dan runs off every time we take him off
He
the
comes
leash.
back.
No.
Well, he does for me.
He doesn't have
Yeah.
to chase him around the parking lot.
Yeah, right. So for the listeners that are on here, I see that there's 3. Do any of you have any questions for Madison? And we've been talking about the military, because this is the month of the military child. So we've been talking about her and how she felt about doing things and going from place to place with her dad and things like that.
So,
But
yeah.
if you have any questions for
Any
her,
questions, you
you
can
can-
comment them down below.
yeah,
And you just click post a comment, and yeah.
and then she will answer that question.
Mhm.
So
Because we have nothing else to say, honestly.
I don't know about all that.
Well, then say more.
Say more. Oh, here we go. Howdy. Who is that? Oh, Andrea Franz.
Who's
Say hi.
Andrea?
She,
Hi.
her husband and me served together in my very first unit.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, she's overseas somewhere. I don't know exactly where you are, but
Germany, Canada, Australia,
she'll probably write it down here in a second.
Britain. Okay.
Great Britain.
Did you love traveling? Yes, I.
Did you love traveling?
Yeah, but it was kind of hard moving away from my friends. But I love to travel.
Yeah. Love to travel, huh?
Yeah.
Does Madison like moving around? Oh, Mama said this, or Mama said the same thing.
No, that's
wanna
not
answer?
Mama. It's Sheila.
No, that one's Mama.
Oh. Okay. So, yes, I like moving around. It was kind of hard leaving my friends, but you get used to it, and then it's very fun to move around and see so many places.
Yeah. All right. Next question. Where was your favorite place to live? Ooh, that's tough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Where was your favorite place?
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Why?
Because family is here, and it's easy to see them.
Yeah.
And cats.
You get to see. Right. It's easy to see family, and there's lots of cats.
Yeah.
Yes, I know. They're everywhere. Oklahoma has a cat infestation, and they need to do something about that. Go adopt a cat.
Yeah.
By adopt a cat, I mean just walk outside, grab one, and take it in.
Yeah.
Because they're everywhere.
There's so many.
All right. Do you still keep up with friends with other places? She lives in Belgium.
Ooh, I want to go to the Netherlands.
Yeah. Oh, she's watching you from the Netherlands.
Yeah, I know. I want to go there.
Yeah, I know people in the Netherlands. So
yes, I do keep
answer
up
her
with friends.
question.
I have two. I actually have 3 I frequently talk to. One, we met online and we've been talking for years. Her name is Evelyn. And the next one is Jalen. She's in Virginia and we talk like every day or so, like every other day. And then Brighton, we don't talk much anymore, but we try to.
Yeah, so you get to talk to some of them though. You play games with them and do things like that online.
Yeah.
She said Oklahoma's pretty great.
Yeah.
She lived in Oklahoma, if I'm not mistaken, didn't you?
Show.
All right, let's see.
Yes, more cats.
No.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
absolutely
yes,
not.
Yes. Yes.
We have a full house as it
please,
is right
please.
now. We don't need any more.
We need like 7 more. Don't worry, Dada.
7.
Yeah, we have.
So Maddie is gonna grow up to be one of those old cat ladies.
No.
Yeah,
I'm
that's gonna be
have,
Maddie.
I'm gonna have 20 cats, but I won't be old.
Yeah, you're gonna be the cat lady, the crazy cat lady.
This looks like a face if you look closely.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It does kind of look like a face, doesn't it? Well, is there anything else you want to tell them, or if there's listeners, if you have any other questions for Maddie, you can.
There's 3 listeners: Linda, Sheila, Andrea.
Yeah, let's see.
So you have to leave.
So
it's all girls.
this is a new venture for me, doing this live recording here. But on your end, I mean, how does it look? How does it sound? Is it all right?
Also, I want to go in your videos more.
You want to go in my videos more?
Yeah.
Maybe we can
do it once a week. Yes.
And
yes.
Poppy.
Thank you. Who's Poppy?
Grandpa.
Oh,
Poppy.
wait, I'm confused because
I don't know.
Sheila, Linda, Andrea.
Oops.
These are the only 3 people I see.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, Poppy's listening.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I see. Oh, I've gotten more. Oh, there's another one that came in. I guess that's Poppy.
We're a random person.
Yeah. So
this is on Facebook.
Okay, seems to be working well. That's good to know. Seems to be working well. Yeah, we got. I got these new mics. So right there. Anyways, I'm gonna use that whenever I go on my my trips to interview people and stuff like that.
Bye, Sheila.
Yeah, she's got to go back to work.
Bye.
It sounds good and looks good. Okay, thank you. It looks and sounds good. Awesome. All right. Well, we know that it's working, and that's fantastic. So is there anything else that you want to bring up or talk about when it comes to being a military child?
I don't know.
Anything else?
That you're always safe.
You're always safe?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you like it when Daddy would have to travel for work?
No.
Why?
Because you leave us.
Yeah.
And you make us feel non-safe. Because
I make you
you're
feel
gone.
non-safe because I'm gone. Yeah.
Because Mama does not know how to fight. She doesn't even know how to cut food.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. And kids, you were with kids that like their daddy or their mama, whoever was in the military, would be gone for a long time, right?
Yeah, like years or months.
Like 1 year.
Like,
yeah.
I can't imagine you'd be gone.
Yeah, we're lucky. I didn't go. I never went for that long. I would go for a week, maybe 2 weeks, something like that. But I have deployed for like 7 months, but you weren't born yet, so we didn't have to worry about that, huh?
Yeah, I remember Zoe.
Yeah.
Her dad was like gone in Australia, or Africa for like a long time, like almost a year. And then whenever he came back, it was like amazing for her.
Yeah,
but
big
she
reunion,
called her.
Huh?
He called her.
Okay.
Put it up here.
Yeah, stop. Works just fine. Let's see. Anything else that we want to talk about?
Just comment down below.
Well, there's only a couple people there.
Yeah, I know. But comment down below. If you're watching this on YouTube, like...
There's nobody on YouTube. It's just on Facebook.
No, listen. So, if you watch this on YouTube after it's posted, like filmed, like rewatch it, you can comment down below and we might do a part 2 answering some of your questions.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, we could do a part 2 sometime.
Yeah.
So, Maddie, this is your first time doing anything like this. So how do you feel about doing this?
Famous.
You feel famous? Of course.
Taylor didn't want to join.
Taylor was, I think she stayed up too late. She's tired and grumpy, so she didn't want to join in. She's a natural.
Who?
You.
Oh, I thought you were talking about
She is doing pretty good.
Sleeping.
I keep telling her she needs to do her own little channel. So
I have one. I'm currently making one. Once I get my dog from the mail, I'm making an account.
Yeah, she's gonna. What are you gonna do on your account?
I'm gonna do an ESSA account. They are very popular, and
say what
I
that
have
is
one.
so everybody knows.
ESSA, emotional support stuffed animal, not a service dog,
It's a
ESSA.
stuffed animal.
Just ESSA.
Right.
All right, so in the thing, like I've known so many, some have millions of followers, some have thousands, some have hundreds of thousands, and it's actually like normal. And I got one like like 2,000, not 2,000, 200 on my first account before I got logged out, and that was only in like 2 months.
Yeah, you got a lot of views, huh?
No, like 200 followers.
Oh, 200 followers. Yes.
Yeah, so I was famous.
She was famous. So she's gonna start a channel.
No, not a YouTube channel, a TikTok.
A TikTok. She's
But
gonna do a TikTok
I might
or
do
something.
a channel for exploring one day,
Yeah. I think that's what I always
or
say.
a skydiving channel.
You don't skydive, so
Not
why
yet.
would you do? You can't skydive.
Yeah.
Not until you're older.
Yeah, at
All right.
16, I'll jump
Yeah,
off
yeah,
a
yeah.
building like you did,
I
or
didn't
out
jump
of a
off building.
plane.
Yeah, I didn't jump off a building, but
Yeah, you did. You did
anyways.
with a parachute.
All right. Well, yes, you can.
Yeah.
See?
So I can go like right now, get
No.
a parachute, and then jump off that.
No.
Yay!
No.
I can.
No. She says, "Do it. It's so fun."
Yeah. Wait, has she ever done skydiving?
Probably.
I can go to iFly and do it, but my parents refused to take me because last time I
What
crashed
happened?
out and got scared.
Yeah, you crashed and you were like, "I don't want no part of it."
No, not crashed out. It's a TikTok language.
Oh,
You don't know. You're too old for it, Dada.
I'm too old for the TikTok language. I have no clue what she's even talking about.
Who's Dylan?
Dylan Jordan. He's one of my buddies.
I know Dylan, but I
good,
don't know
Dylan.
that.
We're sitting here doing this. She's done it 5 times, she says.
Ooh.
5 times.
She must be
Static
brave.
line, not tandem. So static line means you have a cord that is attached to the plane. So when you jump out, the cord will automatically pull your parachute.
Oh, so that's bungee jumping.
No, that's different.
Okay, so Dada, she's braver than you. Just know that.
She is braver than me. That is
girl
true.
is
She also
better
went
than
on
you.
a hike across Europe, or somewhere in Europe. I can't remember exact. Spain, I think it was. She went on a hike. She did a lot of YouTube stuff about it. It was pretty good.
So she's famous on YouTube.
Yep. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Are you famous? Let's see. It just means no one is on my back.
Oh,
so,
but what about the other one where it's like a parachute and then you just like pull or push a button and then it explodes?
Yeah, you gotta pull it. Yeah. Let's see. Oh wait, no. This one. Okay, I walked across Spain. It took 32 days.
Ooh.
She walked across the country of
Spain?
Spain. Yeah, 32 days. That's crazy.
She's not famous, sadly.
Yeah. I'm totally gonna drag you on a bungee jump, sir. I have done a bungee jump.
No, you haven't.
I have. I used to have a video of it. I don't know what happened, and I did it when I was in high school, and I jumped on a trip, and I'm sure my teacher was not happy with me, but I did it anyways. Not famous.
That's
780 followers on TikTok. That's pretty good.
Imagine having 780 friends.
Yeah, that's a lot of
what
friends.
It is. Yeah,
lots of friends, huh? Well, as we're going through here, she says we are too old for all that now.
No, my dad's not.
Yeah, okay.
You retired, so that means you can do whatever you want. Also, I want to ride horses. So these are the horses. 5 dangerous things I want to do in life.
Uh-oh.
Go scuba diving.
Stop moving around so much. Scuba diving.
Skydiving. One of those go hiking on the top of a mountain.
Ooh, yeah, go hiking, yeah.
Maybe drive a plane, I don't know.
Okay.
What's it called? I forgot what I was going to say.
I don't know.
Either.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, go horseback riding.
Oh, she wants to go horseback riding. So for any listeners that are in the Oklahoma Sallisaw area that may have a horse, I have a little girl that would like to go riding a horse at some point in time. So maybe we can work something out.
Also, I
hit
want to
me up.
work in a zoo with dangerous animals like tigers, stuff like that.
I was in, but most recently had to wrangle a drunken cowboy a few times. That should count for something, right? He's goofy.
I don't get it.
It's all right. It was a joke between us. Let's see. Spelunking.
What is that?
Now you have to explain.
You have to explain, Andrea. Oh, that reminds me of two people on YouTube who was like, Andrea. And he always eats chips.
Always eats chips?
Yeah, like in every video. He's snacking on chips.
Look at that. We got 2 on YouTube.
Ooh, hi,
Very cool.
YouTube.
If you're on the YouTube watching, shoot me a message so I see if it works on the YouTube with this thing.
Caves exploration.
But yeah, thanks for joining.
Exploring caves. Ooh.
Yeah.
I want to go on caves, but not too tight caves because I've heard too many horror stories.
Yeah. There has been a couple, 1 or 2 horror stories about.
Not 1 or 2, there's millions.
There's a lot. Yeah, you're
like,
right.
Did you hear about the guy who got stuck upside down and it took them 32 days?
Yeah, he didn't make it, did he?
No.
Yeah. He got stuck.
I saw it on Zach D Films. I don't like this channel because it keeps showing eyes.
Okay. Anyway, so thank you guys for coming on here and chatting with us.
We didn't even talk about much military stuff.
We did. We talked about some good military stuff. Okay, here we go.
I don't know what this one says.
So
inclined.
Question for her, is she musically inclined as well? It means, do you take to music? Can you play music and stuff?
I'm planning to play the violin or piano in the future, and I can sing kind of well, but yeah. I used to play the guitar, but I got tired of it. It was too hard to learn, and it was kind of boring.
She loves to sing. She sings all the time.
Not all the time.
All the time. And if we're in the car especially, that's like you can't turn the radio on because even if she has her earbuds in, she'll still be back there singing as loud as possible and you can't even hear the radio.
I'll scream it.
She will. She screams sometimes, yeah. So I don't know how much musically inclined she is, but if you can play piano, you can play anything. That is true. I can't play piano. So.
I can't. I don't know.
But Mama said she could teach you, remember?
Yeah.
Mama.
And then I also want to do violin thing.
Violin. I know somebody that could probably teach you violin.
Who?
Or at least fiddle. Yeah.
Who?
Well,
who?
One of my buddies. I'll see if I can get in contact with him.
Who?
And then we'll see. Stick with it.
No,
never know where it will take you.
Yeah.
That's right.
Instead of reading it, just
yes,
put it
dear.
up.
I will put it up. Yes. Thank you for
so other people can see it.
Schooling me on how to do this.
I've known this more than you. I've grown up on social media.
You have grown up on social media.
And you haven't, because you didn't grow up, so you can't teach your old.
Do you remember how?
Nice.
Do you remember how old I was when what I told you when I got my first cell phone? Do you remember?
16.
No.
Or 20.
I was probably 22, maybe even 23. 23 or 24 actually when I got my first cell phone.
Yeah. Yes, he doesn't know how to do it because literally he followed me on my account and it was so crazy.
What is your TikTok account called?
Why do I have to say it?
Well, you want people to follow you. They'll follow you on the TikTok.
Here, let me check. It's hard to spell.
She does her TikTokers. I'm on the TikTok as well, but I don't do as much on it.
Okay, so I don't post much, but I have an account I usually talk to my friends. So SAT lowercase U 4 the number 4 N.0 Saturn 0.0. But
hold on, leave it. I'm gonna SATU4N.0,
Mhm.
or is it 0 or a O?
0.
Okay.
That's the
That is
TikTok
Madison's
account
TikTok account. If you ever want to go on
down
there, yeah, it's right there. You can
It
go
has a
on there
cat
and check
photo
it
with a
out.
mustache.
She I don't know how much she has on there right now, but
But
if she gets some followers,
I think I have 16. Yeah.
okay,
700 likes. No, 174 likes.
174 likes on there already. So she's doing pretty
But
good.
I also have friends.
She has
like
friends,
you.
yeah. You're right. Hold on, let me go back to comments. Somebody might be. All right. Anything else that we can think of?
Stay motivated and change your socks. Moving away from your friends may be tough, but you'll make new ones. And yeah.
And have a drum off. Nice. I don't know. My drumming days are
over.
not as good as they used to be. That's for sure.
I don't think he even knows how to play a drum anymore.
Not well. Not that I really did it well before.
But you did it for the Queen, so you have to remember, bro.
I did play for the Queen. You're right. All right. Well, we're going to start wrapping this one up. And
bye.
So, Madison, thank you for coming on.
We'll probably make a part 2.
Maybe sometime we'll make a part 2. But yes, definitely have to do one with Taylor at some point in time. But
bye. Thanks for meeting y'all.
Thanks for coming on and talking about being a military child. And April is the month of the military child. And but thank you for coming on and doing this. I love you.
Bye.
All right.
Why did you say I love you to the followers, bro?
I said that to you, goofball.
No, you didn't.
Anyways, to all the listeners out there, if you're struggling, you need help, anything like that, don't forget that the VA does have some great resources. You can always dial 988, press option 1. You can text 838-255, or you can go to veteranscrisisline.net and click on that chat icon. Any of those options will put you in contact with somebody that can help you out. But remember, one veteran life lost is one too many. I care about you. I know the veteran community cares about you. So please reach out for help. And if you're out there, you're not struggling, reach out to the buddies that you served with and ask them how they're doing. If they need that helping hand, please give it to them. All right. We'll say bye. Love you.
Mike.
Keep your dad out of the crayons.
What does that mean?
Much love, brother. Much love. All right. Well, thank you, everyone. And we're out of here. Stay motivated. Change your socks.
Bye.